On this day in 1969, Celtic beat Partick Thistle 8-1 in their Scottish Cup third round replay after a 3-3 draw at Firhill. Jock Stein was not a happy man after Celtic's Scottish Cup third round tie against Partick Thistle at Firhill on the 25th of January 1969. In front of over 35,000 fans, Celtic led 2-0 and then 3-1 with 27 minutes remaining before conceding a last-minute equaliser scored by future Celt Jimmy Bone. The Evening Times reported on the 27th of January 1969, "For Celtic's top team panel, this was check-up day and talk day at Parkhead. Talk on how Partick Thistle managed to snatch that last-second equalising goal on Saturday and win a Scottish Cup replay at Parkhead on Wednesday night. Like Thistle, Celtic had no injuries worth worrying about, just the usual crop of bumps and bruises," said Jock Stein. "The players who needed minor treatment were on the physiotherapist's table, but nobody did any training. Main business of the day centred on the Firhill match and the happenings of the last 20 minutes when Johnny Flanagan and Jimmy Bone saved Thistle from sudden death in the Cup. We went over the game in detail," said Mr Stein, "and the second half of the talk was on the tactics we will use in the replay." Celtic fielded an unchanged side in the replay on the 29th of January 1969, which attracted a crowd of 48,000, giving a combined total of 83,000 for the two matches. They lined up Simpson, Craig, Gemmell, Murdoch, McNeil, Brogan, Johnston, Lennox, Wallace, Callaghan, Hughes, sub Chalmers. At the second time of asking, Celtic made no mistake, racing into a 4-1 lead by half-time through goals from Billy McNeil, Jimmy Johnston, Willie Wallace and Tommy Callaghan. In a report headlined, "The Perfect Football Murder," Ger Henderson wrote in the Evening Times of the 30th of January, "It was like throwing 11 defenceless Christians into an arena packed with lions. Pick your own adjectives, any one you like, and you've got the right description for Celtic's performance against Partick Thistle in last night's Scottish Cup replay. Parkhead has rarely, if ever, seen a night like this. Flashing football moves, shots that flew past the helpless Billy Ritchie so fast that you could hardly see them, and individual brilliance by every Celtic player on the field." The solitary counter for Thistle came from a Celtic player too, Tommy Gemmell racing back to intercept a low cross from Arthur Duncan and only succeeding in diverting it past Ronnie Simpson. The second half was a procession, with Bobby Lennox, Tommy Callaghan with his second, John Hughes and Tommy Gemmell making up for his earlier own goal, making it 8-1 with 15 minutes still to play. Celtic had bigger fish to fry and were preparing for a European Cup quarter-final tie against AC Milan, whose manager, Nerio Rocco, was quoted in the Evening Times of the 30th of January. "8 goals yesterday and 3 on Saturday makes 11. That's just one short of all the league goals my team has scored in October, November, December and January put together." Milan didn't score many, but they conceded even fewer, and their 1-0 aggregate win, after a scoreless draw at a snowbound San Siro in the first leg, was celebrated almost as wildly as their 4-1 win over Ajax in the final. Celtic had to content themselves in the end with a second domestic treble in 3 seasons.